Hey guys, we are live. So I'm just gonna wait a couple of minutes for everybody to log in, and then I will start going over dosage calculations. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I definitely had a good weekend, as you guys saw from my weekend vlog. If you have not watched that, I will link that in the description box below once we are done with this. All right. So we're just gonna wait a couple more minutes, you guys, and then we'll get started with problems here. We have about 7 problems to do, but you guys are more than welcome to ask me questions along the way. And I'll go over like the basic rules if you guys don't know what those are. I'll go over the basic formula and how much a milliliter is and what it's equal to, things like that. I am sorry if my phone goes off during the video or the live chat. But yeah, so we'll start about 8:05, you guys, because I see people are just now logging in. So we'll start about 8:05. So get your calculators, pens, pencils, paper, drinks, some popcorn, girl, whatever you need, or men, you too. And we'll start at like 8:05, you guys. So I'm going to be sharing my screen so you guys can see the problems that I'm looking at. So I will definitely show you guys that. And if you guys can just like send a little chat over and let me know who's here so I can see who is logged in with me, that would be great. Like 2 more minutes, you guys. If you guys have any questions during the live chat, make sure you put them in the chat box so I can answer them for you guys. The squeaky chair. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. All right, so this is the basic formula for dosage calculation. So I just want to go over a couple things here. You guys, let me know if you can see me and the screen or just the screen that I'm sharing, because I can't see if you guys can see me or not. So let me know. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So the basic formula is going to be order times quantity divided by the available, and that is going to solve for X. So basically, just a couple things. If we're going from big to small, we're going to move 3 spaces to the right. From small to big, we're going to move from 3 spaces to the left. Okay, so that's the basic stuff. And also 1 cc is also 1 milliliter. They are interchangeable. They are the same thing. So 1 cc is 1 milliliter, which equals 100 units. So if you're talking about insulin, you will be referring to that as units. Anything else is going to be either cc or milliliters, okay? So let's start with the first problem. So our first problem we have, order is for 150 milligrams of lincomycin, intramuscular, which is IM, and let's just say it's stat right away. We have on hand lincomycin 300 milligrams / or per milliliter. So how many milliliters should you give? So that is the solving for the milliliters. So you guys should know how to write out the formula. It's right there for you guys. So the formula should read 100 milligrams times 1 milliliter, because we are solving per milliliter, so that will be 1, over the available, which is 300 milligrams. So because we have both milligram on the bottom and top, we do not have to cancel out anything. So we're just going to go ahead and do the math. So 150 milligrams, or just the numbers 150 times 1 equals 150 over the 300. So 150 divided by 300, it should be 0.5 milliliters, should come out to be your answer. So if you guys want to go ahead and calculate that and let me know if you got the same answer in the little chat box here, or if you have any questions. Okay, so no questions. I'm not getting any chats in here, so I guess everybody got it. All right, so moving on to number 2. So number 2, we have the order is Linoxin 0.25 milligrams IM/BID. You guys know BID means twice a day. Our available is Linoxin 500 micrograms per milliliter. So how many milliliters should you give? So as you can see, we're going to write out our formula. So it's going to be 0.25 milligrams times 1 milliliter over 500 micrograms. All right. So you guys write out your formula. So 0.25 milligrams times 1 milliliter over 500 micrograms. So we have to convert either milligrams into micrograms or micrograms into milligrams. So the easiest way for me would be to convert the micrograms into milligrams. So it should be 0.25 milligrams times 1 would be 0.25. And then the 500 micrograms is going to be converted into 0.5 milligrams. All right, so you can go ahead and do the math for that. And then if you guys can let me know what answers you got. So this answer should come out to 0.5 milliliters. So that would be the correct answer. If you guys have any questions, let me know if you got something different or if you need any further explanation. So you should be dividing the 0.25 divided by 0.5, and it should give you 0.5, which would be our milliliters. We're solving for the X. All right, nobody has any questions. We're going to move on to number 3. So number 3 is, the order is hydrocortisone, 80 milligrams, IM stat. On hand, we have a vial labeled hydrocortisone 100 milligrams per 2 milliliters. How many milliliters should be given? So you guys know you want to go ahead and write out your formula. And I can't see if you guys are writing anything. I can't see that. So for some reason, I don't know. Don't know why. All right, so let's continue on with the problem. Okay, so the formula should be written out 80 milligrams times 2 milliliters, because we are solving for the 100 milligrams per 2 milliliters this time, not 1. So it should be 80 milligrams times 2 milliliters, okay? And that's going to be over the 100 milligrams. So we have milligram on top, on bottom, so we don't have to, change that. So 80 times 2 would be 160 over 100. And you guys will go ahead and solve for that. And let me know what answers you guys get. So how many milliliters should be given? It should be 1.6 milliliters given per dose for this problem. All right, you guys. So number 4. The order is for Tycar, 500 milligrams, IM Q8H. You guys know Q means every 8 hours. The drug label reads Tycar 1 gram. So it says to add 2 milliliters of normal saline for injection. The reconstituted liquid equals 2.6 milliliters, 1 gram of Tycar. How many milliliters should you give? So this is a lot of words for no reason. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what you don't need. So whatever I highlight in dark, bold letters is what you don't need. So let me show you guys here. Because all of this extra, you don't need that. So that you do not need. So our order is for 500 milligrams. So 500 milligrams times, so anything that's after like equals or yields or how many or things like that, that is what you need to use. So it's going to be 500 times 2.6 milliliters. So 500 milligrams times 2.6 milliliters over the available, which is the 1 gram. Okay, so we have to convert either to grams or to milligrams. So I'm going to go ahead and convert over to milligrams. So 500 times 2.6 is going to be 1,300. And then that's going to be over 1,000 milligrams, which we're just going to use the numbers, which is 1,000. So 1,300 divided by 1,000 should give you X equals 1.3 milliliters. And that is how much you would do per dose for this problem. Do you guys have any questions? For some reason, I'm not getting questions. Are you guys not asking questions, or are they just not popping up? I don't even know, because I can't see. I can't see them. But if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section below at the end of the video, and I will answer them for you, because for some reason, I'm not seeing them if you guys are leaving them. If you're not, then that's why I'm not seeing them, but I don't know. So, next question. One second, you guys. All right, so number 5. The order is for 0.5 grams of cefoxitin sodium intramuscular. The cefoxitin sodium label reads at 13.2 milliliters sterile diluent to yield 3 cc doses of 1 gram each. How many cc should be given? So you guys remember I told you at the beginning that 1 cc equals 1 milliliter. It's the same thing. They're interchangeable. So we can write this out too. Well, let's first get rid of what we don't need, okay? So I told you guys we're looking for yield. So it says yield right there. So that is what we are looking for. So this is what we don't need. Okay. So 0.5 grams times 3 cc's or 3 milliliters, whatever you want, okay, over 1 gram. So we have grams on top and bottom, so we don't need to change anything there. So 0.5 times 3. So we have 1.5, and then we're going to go ahead and divide that by 1 gram, or just 1, whatever you want to do. So that should be 1.5 cc's or milliliters should be given per dose in this problem. You guys have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I'm not seeing any questions pop up or anything pop up here, so leave them down below and I will answer them for you guys. I do apologize. I'm not sure why it's not popping up. If you guys are leaving questions, I don't know. All right, so moving on to number 6. So the order is for stuff. I'm reading the last one. Ceftazidime, 750 milligrams. IMTID, which means 3 times a day. On hand, we have 1 gram vial of ceftazidime, labeled add 3 milliliters of bacteriostatic water for injection to yield 250 milligrams per milliliter. How many milliliters should be given? That is a lot of nothing. So let me show you guys what we don't need. All right, so our problem should read 750 milligrams times 1 milliliter. As you can see there, this is per milliliter. And then it will be over the 250 milligrams. So 750 times 1 will be 750 divided by the 250. And that will give you your answer. So that should be 3 milliliters will be given per injection on here. All right, you guys, last question. And because I can't see any of the comments, I'm going to go ahead and after this in the chat, because there's no point if you guys are not talking back. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish out the last question, and then I will go to the comments and see if you guys have any questions after that. Okay. All right. So number 7 is the order is for 0.5 staph-cillin IMQ8H. The staph-cillin label reads at 1.8 milliliters sterile diluent to yield 250 milligrams per milliliter. And I'm pretty sure this is milligrams. Sorry, guys. All right, so we have milligrams on top and bottom, so we don't have to do anything. So 0.5 times 1 is 0.5 divided by 250. That might be grams, though. Whatever. We'll see. Yeah, that's kind of a weird number. That actually might be grams. I'm thinking that's probably grams. I didn't, obviously, I don't know what I was trying to type right there. All right, so let's change it to grams, you guys. Because then we would have to convert it into milligrams, which would be 500. So 500 milligrams times 1 will be 500 divided by 250. So this will give you 2 milliliters. 2 milliliters per injection or whatever it is, but this is what we don't need. All right, you guys. So I'm sorry for some reason that I'm not getting any chats or anything, or I don't know what's going on, but that is the end of it, because of course I can't go back and forth with you guys, so I'm just sitting here talking to myself. So I'm gonna go in this video chat, and then if you guys have questions, leave them below so I can answer them for you, because some of this was probably confusing, and I'm so sorry I wasn't able to actually like help you guys through it live, which that was the whole point of the broadcast. Okay. All right, so I will talk to you guys in the comment section, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys in a minute.